Hey guys, this is Manshark Sub LPs. I'm Sub, this is Crusader Kings II, and this is Millennia in the Making, episode 77. We're currently playing as Kaiser Ulrich III, the Great of the Holy Roman Empire, and he is the son of Kaiser Ulrich II, who is the son of Kaiser Ludolf, and so on and so forth, all the way back to Duke Otto of Saxony. We are currently ill and stressed, so it's not great for us. I really just hope that ill trait pisses off. But of note, all of our succession is completely fine. We're going to inherit everything that we should. Mainly because we fucked with the laws and made everything elective a while back. We should get Lithuania, and we should still get Pomerania because we're more than one vote in front. I think that was the problem that we had a while back. Pope likes us. We still have our anti-pope, but that's kind of pointless to us. Alright. It's getting a bit windy outside, so hopefully that noise doesn't come through. But anyway, in everybody's surprise, we're not actually at war at the start of this episode. I know, bizarre. But I have noticed something up here. Toropets has become independent. So we're going to take this army. We were marching this army down here to the Burgundian revolt to take advantage of that. We're not doing that anymore. We're taking them over to Toropets. And we'll get them. This army here, instead of coming up over here, we'll send them down to the Burgundian revolt. They're almost at full strength anyway, so they're fine. And I believe we're only a few hundred points away from actually making them full strength. So that's excellent. A few votes swapping around. Let's just check on Pomerania there. Oh yeah, even better. Even better than it was just a moment ago. I guess we should look at this to see if we can change any laws in anywhere. I don't think we can. I think we've done pretty much everything that we can do. Yeah. I'm not interested in changing people's levies, mainly because all of the wars that we're fighting right now, we're doing it with our retinues, not our levies. We've actually got a lot of ships. 147... well... a potential of 156, but we have 148 all up. It's pretty sweet. We do have a lot of money though. I don't think that there was too much that we could buy at the current rate. No, we wanted 708 for the advanced jousting list. For the level 4 jousting list. Oh, that's going to be insane when we get it. Although we could just get 425 or so and upgrade the castle town in Andex. Either way. Either one of those is good. Stop trying to murder people. Really? You'd think these people would know by now. I think we lost a claim on Chernigov. It's not a big deal. 9th of August, so we will declare on, say, the 5th or something like that. Starting to think that Constantia may fancy me. I have plenty of children. And a very lovely young wife, thank you very much. So it's not appropriate. Also, I'm kind of sick and stressed. I don't need the additional stress of trying to hide something from my wife. I've just seen a revolt happen up here. Below-Azurian revolt? What? So we're going to declare on those in a moment as well. Good thing we stayed up here, right? That's if we can. We can because he's Suaminesco. What's his war for? For King Moksha's claim on... Who the hell is King Moksha? The King of Rus. Well, we don't particularly want that to go ahead. It won't, though. Alright, let's get this war happening. It's a holy war for Novgorod. And that should actually get us all of Novgorod. If you remember, when we actually took the place in a holy war earlier, we made a big mistake and this place was occupied by rebels, so it didn't flip. Or the main citadel didn't flip, but the city did, and it's just awkward. That means that this war will be very quick. And we're no longer sick. Fuck yeah. Because as soon as we capture this particular place, we get 100% war score. Bang. Done. We win. You lose. Nice and easy. And now we start sending these guys up there. However, we don't want to hold on to Staya Russa here. So let's see. You know what? I'm going to give this kid, I think. Are these different children? Thomas, Count Dietrich. Thomas, I'm not going to give it to this guy because he's the heir, wow, word subby, to one of the baronies. I'll give it to Count Thomas of Novgorod here. And we're doing that just so that maybe he can get another county and then form the duchy, or usurp it as the case is. We could usurp it and give it to him instead, but, well, one, this guy's at war with Ruthenia. And two, I don't particularly care. But we have a war to declare down here, the claim of Burgundy. Let's park ourselves in there. Okay, on the 15th of September, these guys will get to Lucky. And then they'll start their move up top. We just got to be careful of that. These guys are going to get into Burgundy well before then. There they are, and it's a waiting siege. Ugh. Tell you what, most of Burgundy has revolted. It's kind of impressive. I mean, the only parts of Burgundy... Let's have a look at that. So you can see where Burgundy actually is. This is Burgundy in here, and this are Burgundy. The rest of it, all of this, is revolution. Bad luck, guys. I think the revolters might actually win that. Yeah, they're 44% of the way. It's only the lower crown authority, but, you know, that's good for us. Anyway, let's see how this goes. We should be able to take Inkerie here fairly quickly. 11th of October is when we get there, so we will declare, I'll say maybe on the 30th. And it's just a very simple holy war for Estonia. And that'll get us that entire thing. Go. We won't get a barony with that, but that's alright, we'll just give it to this guy, and he should be able to make himself the Duke at some point. Hopefully. So there's a Burgundian army up there. I think that's the leader as well, Reynard. Hang on. Here's a different face in some of these things. There are two Burgundian revolts. There's an independence war by a guy called Reynard, and there's a civil war by a different guy called Reynard. Really, guys? So, which one is this? Okay, that's this one in here. He must have just declared that. So that's good for us, because we want that. Wow, we got 42% war score from that, and we will be assaulting that holding. Try and get it done before he says, oh, you know, well, I might as well just stop my rebellion and therefore annul our war. Because we don't want that. That's bad. for us. There, 100%. Done. Assign that to somebody else. This guy actually already has 2 of the provinces of Estonia, so he could already form it. So let's see if we can find somebody to give this to in our court. Why do we have this guy imprisoned? Right, he's actually beholden to Crimea. He's not a domestic prisoner. We have a lot of prisoners, don't we? We should do something about that. Count of Skane. No, there really isn't anybody. How much will it cost us to get a new one? 67 gold, and we'll get a steward called Gotzello. Okay. Gotzello von St. Benedict. Yeah, right. Ingria. Congratulations, buddy. Your account. Okay. Now let's just have a quick look around here to see if there's anything that we can actually do. We can't declare on below 0. Because he's Catholic. We can't declare on Rus because we have a truce for a long time. We can't declare on the Kingdom of Swami because similarly we have a truce. We can't declare on a bunch of these little places up here. See, I say that, but then it says that we can. Apparently we could do a holy war for Kajala there. It must be because we have a connection across the water. Well, that's interesting to me. Oh, and that's part of Rus and all that sort of stuff. Alright, that's fine. Let's have a look at Ruthenia. Do we have anything? Nope. No valid casus belli. Oh, hang on. We do have a valid casus belli. For the Count of Sandes, we could take that place. And it's kind of all, isn't it? Well, you know what? We might as well. Just on our way down. So we'll send our guys down to Pinsk. These sieges are going fine. I don't know where his main army is. The Burgundian revolt. Oh, interestingly enough, we're going to just straight up declare war on this guy for the de jure claim on Lune. Just so that beating up this army will actually mean something if we do it. And I guess that means that we should send our army here all the way over. Yeah, we're getting a bit of lag here, and that's probably because we have sight on so much stuff. So it's kind of rendering a lot of stuff outside of the fog of war, if you will. That may mean that we're going to have to change to the Independent Realms map mode fairly shortly. But we'll see how we do for a little bit. Because, well, this one's just a lot prettier, isn't it? That is kind of laggy, isn't it? I mean, oh, yeah, that's really glitchy. Or jerky, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it's shuddering all over the place. Oh, that was bad. Alright, we're going to be using independent map mode for the moment. It's still a bit shuddery, but not as bad. Yeah, maybe I've got some background programs to cut down on or some rubbish like that. Still, we're going to be using this map mode because it helps us keep track of things a little bit easier. Huh. This guy got released. Wow, we have so much stuff to do in the eastern area of the place, of Europe. This woman is trying to fabricate a claim on the Duchy of Pest. Who's the Duke of Pest? This guy likes me, so you can stop that, Miss Countess. End that plot. And you can stop your one too. We switch back to terrain mode. The majority of Narva has been converted to the Catholic faith. Well, our guy is in Heves, which is down here, so he's still doing his job. Slowly. Alright. So yeah, this is a lot easier to keep track of things in. What will happen is I will occasionally flip back to terrain mode by accident, and that's fine. You don't need terrain mode. I know in Europa Universalis 4 you do need terrain mode to check the terrain. See here it says that the terrain is hills, mountains, whatever when we pass over the place. We can still do that. In Europa Universalis you need to be in terrain mode to get that particular piece of information. But we'll deal with that when it comes time. You know, to swap games. Which was still a way away. Reval has converted to the Catholic faith. Wunderbar. We still need to take back Denmark up there, but we have truces to deal with that. Annoying truces. Oops. And what's your revolt for, Grimir? Aki's claim on below 0. Who's Aki? This fellow, he's Norse. You know what? I hope you win, buddy. I hope you win. You probably won't, it looks like you're outnumbered, but I kinda hope you win. The Irish are doing pretty good here, that's weird. They're in Brittany and France. Oh well. Okay, so, yeah, we're basically doing this massive double tap thing here. I don't think we actually have a Casus Belli against... We do have a Casus Belli against Burgundy itself. Ah, the de jure places. We'll have a look at that after we deal with this revolt. And we're about a year away from a truce of Aquitaine going away, so we could take back Luxembourg or Breda. Luxembourg, I mean. Luxembourg? And I'm going to take my Chancellor out of Venezia. I'm going to put him up in Trent, I think. Yeah. Start taking lands out of the Duchy of Lombardy, so that I can usurp the title at some point. Whoops. The reason why we've done that is because Venezia is a cash cow. The more port provinces we have in this area, the better cash cow it gets, due to this embargo war. Anytime we want, we can basically get 230 gold out of the Doge. And he'll be all like, many surrenders, much monies, wow. So that's why we don't want to take him and make him a vassal. Because this lets us basically bitch slap him for money whenever we want. Speaking of money, let's improve the castle town in Andax. Our income is phenomenal. I'm really enjoying this. Okay, we've successfully sieged that place. Wonderful. And we imprisoned this lady, who is not able to be ransomed. Okay. Now we've got some minor holdings to take care of. We'll just wait those out. My steward has some interesting ideas in how to improve the economy. Yes, absolutely. So, good. That's increased town infrastructure, trade practices, and construction. The other ones are kind of not useful for us. Town infrastructure is a big one, but we want to increase. Okay. Yeah, so the only thing that map mode really changes is it stops all the rendering of the trees and the different terrain types and all that sort of stuff, like the mountains. You still get the, I guess, what would you call that? The elevation sort of thing? Oh, we've got a new King of Germany. Ugh. I'll just see if we can give him 40 gold to improve his opinion. Sure, that's fine. But it does cut down on a bit of a, rendering sort of thing. And I know my video card isn't the best of video cards, particularly not at the current stage. So we'll just deal with it. Okay, well, we're going to join this war with the Byzantine, because it's what good allies do. It is Byzantine-Bulgarian de jure war over Strymon. Where is Strymon? It's going to be a county. It's one of these, whatever, we're going to accept it. It's this place here. You know what, that's fine. I think you can take them, despite your now massively fractured. Like, seriously, the Byzantine Empire got fucked up by us putting a Littlefinger in charge. But hey, we got a Littlefinger in charge, and that's what matters. We're not really going to help him. I mean, he can do fine just by himself. I wouldn't mind having my own reasons to declare war on Bulgaria, but there's really nothing. No way that I can get in there apart from fabricating claims, or I guess getting somebody over and doing the whole marriage thing. Yeah, factions are still unimportant. Polotsk has converted to the Catholic faith. Alright, good on them. That's not something I mind at all. And our army is almost here to start this war with Loon. We're going to attack that place. Straight up. Not even worried. There's barely any troops left in it. Wonderful, and we imprisoned this lady. She is not ransomable. That's surprising. Excuse me. And yeah, we're just going to hit these places. They're weak. Ah, we got this place down here. Excellent. And will you surrender based off 52%? Nope. But he understands he's losing. And I think this bishopric is actually his last holding. And it will fold like a pack of cards. We've lost about 2,000 men making these assaults. A little bit over 2,000 men actually, but it's fine. 75%. But he accepts that he's lost the war, so we send that message to him, and he'll be back in 7 days or right now. Done. We don't want to hold on to Loon, though. So let's see. It's part of Luxembourg, which is part of the King of Lotharingia, which I am the King of Lotharingia, not King Nicolaus here. I wonder if I can revoke that one. No, I can't revoke that one. WLO, why are you revoking that one? We'll give it to this guy. Ah. Well, that's irritating. You know what? We're going to find somebody with claims on Bulgaria. Actually, no, not Bulgaria. On Italy. Claims on duchies in Italy. And use those. So, let's see. The Duchy of Tuscany. Who has a claim? Wait, that was the wrong one. Where are you? Tuscany. Who has a claim? This fellow does. He is 63 years old. He's also an idiot. That's probably why he'll come and join us. But let's have a look at Arad here. Arad, do you have a strong claim? You have a strong claim on Tuscany, Latium, and Pisa. So all of those. Yeah, you're coming to court. Invite. He'll be here in 14 days. And we're going to make him the Count of Loon. He has a child. That's alright. That is absolutely fine. Good man. You know what? You're also a count. Grats. Now, why doesn't he like me? Oh, because he's ambitious. Maybe we should have seen that, but it's not too important. Because we're using him. We're using him so hard. As now... Well, in 5 years, when the truce ends, we've got claims on Tuscany, on... I don't care about Siena, we've got claims on Pisa, and we've got claims on Latium. We also have claims on Lucca and Ferrara, which is nice. Because this guy's an actual landholder in Landau up here. He should be able to help us out there. Okay, let's take some of the stuff from Burgundy. Not just the Burgundian revolts. Yeah, this episode will heavily feature Burgundy from the looks of it. I'm still torn on whether to go back to terrain mode or not. I think this is still just as jerky, maybe? It's a bit clearer on what I'm doing in independent realms. And that's important when we zoom all the way out here. I mean, who knows what's happening on that sort of look at things. Whereas if we go to that one, you know, all good. So I think Tuscany will be the one that we actually declare for when we do the declaration, because it includes the County of Ferrara for some reason, and something in Rome. The Barony of Tusculum. That one. So I'm kind of hoping we get all of that. Alright, I'm thinking Westphorlands. Let's have a look at what we get when we declare. So Zeeland gives us the Countess of Zeeland. Westphorland gives us the Duke. Okay, that's interesting. And Holland gives us Holland. So the Duke, this guy. Ah, okay, right. Well, this is good. He's a duke because he's married to a duchess, not because he holds any ducal titles. But what that means is that I believe Rutgar here will be under our dominion because it's a regular marriage. So we're going to try for Westphorland, I think. Also, he's quick, so, you know, that's not bad. Okay, where's the King of Burgundy? There he is. So we're declaring war for Westphorland. And that also apparently includes a holding in Luxembourg. I don't know. And we'll go through Holland, because that's actually quicker. How's this rebellion all the way over here going for these guys? Poorly, apparently. Wonderful. Now that's a big army. The Bulgarians are besieging us. Alright. Well, I might have a little bit of time to kill once I'm done killing Burgundians. So just you wait over there. Just you wait. Also, the Byzantines are here. You have totally lost this war already. My brother seeks to fabricate a claim on the Kingdom of Lithuania. We're going to imprison him. And we imprison him because he never liked us, because he was so pissed off at basically everything. We're not going to execute him. We could revoke a title from him. No, we can't. Because he didn't rebel, we can't revoke his titles. If he did rebel, it wouldn't have been too big. He's only the Duke of Polotsk, I believe. Which is somewhere over here. There it is. These three places. So not that big. Oh, it looks like Ireland lost part of Rennes. We still own the Barony of Beaumont, which is bizarre to me. I don't know how. It's apparently directly beholden to me as well, so fuck if I know. Really. We can usurp the Duchy of Luxembourg if we so wished, but we already have a claim on Luxembourg, like a de jure claim on Luxembourg, so it's not important. Yeah, let's just attack that, get it done with. Wonderful. And how's his war going? He is still winning that war, just not as much as he was. I'm contemplating assaulting it. It's not a great place to assault, because it's got 1,600 troops. But I so want to just get it over and done with. They will probably capture this place before I can do anything about it, but that's fine. It's not an immediate holding of mine, so I don't care too much. Why do we suddenly not have those claims? Oh, because this only lists weak claims. That's a bit of an issue. It doesn't list for strong claims. The guy in Loon here, this guy, has strong claims, so they don't get listed up here. I know, it's weird. I don't think there's any way to configure it so that strong claims do appear. Our truce with Aquitaine should be running out fairly soon. November of this year. Okay. And it's still another 4 years before the Italian and French truces go away. That's fine. Is not a big concern. This place also has a fort level of 5.5. Holy shit, did you see that change? The French are revolting. And it's some dude's claim. This guy wants to be leader. We don't have any casus belli on him. Apparently we don't have a truce with a French guy. Okay, so we're going to have to go to war with France fairly soon just to steal a bit of land from them, because I think they're going to lose that revolt. We have some claims that we can use for it as well, so that's good. Alright, well, that's actually kind of fortunate for us. And it looks like this siege has been lifted over here. These guys must have decided that they better come down and lose against these huge-ass armies. Can't fault them for trying. One thing you can do to minimize lag if you get it, like if you see this is actually kind of laggy moving across like that, pause the game, move, and then unpause the game when you're where you want to be viewing. And that helps quite a lot, actually. Alright, well, that's a big-ass French revolt, isn't it? Okay, so after we finish hitting this place, the Barony of Montbéliard, we'll probably come and take Chalons. Let's just have a little look at the casus belli that we have. So we have Chalons for the Duke of Lower Lorraine, that's fine. You have Troyes for her, I don't think so. And for Duke Amaury of Upper Lorraine. So Chalons is there, Troyes is there. Evreux we have for one of my vassals here, it's all the way up there. It's not terrible. We have a lot of claims on Evro, actually. So Evro is part of Normandy, which is a 5-county place. So that's not terrible. Burgundy is a 6-county place. We've got one there already. We can get a second one. And Champagne appears to be a 3-county place. I'd like Normandy, because with Normandy we can take 3 of those counties and then get Casus Belli on the other 2. With Burgundy we'd have to take 4 counties and then get Casus Belli on the other 2. And if I'm lucky... No, we don't actually have any... Yeah. Alright, fine. But what we'll do is, after that, we may join the French guy in his war, just to, you know, put him on the throne and then declare war on him. But then there is realm integrity. Having Evro sitting out here just by itself would be kind of shit. So I think we're going to go for Chalons, and then Troy the next time. Because we're about to take Bourgogne here. Almost got this place. Money's coming along nicely again. Military organization in Znojmo increased. That doesn't actually have much of an effect, but we increased our retinue enough that we can afford to get that last knight regiment. Epic. And yeah, that's actually hilariously we're 10 points over, so I don't know how that worked. And we captured this girl. And she's ransomed back for 10 gold. And we're just going to straight up assault through the bishopric and probably the city as well. Just get it done. Yeah, this one too. It's really easy to assault when you have nice big self-reinforcing armies. Alright, so that should be giving us our war goal, or our ticking war score. It's not, and I know why that is. It's because this thing here, the Barony of Arlon, counts as part of Westphirland. That's alright. Not concerning. I'm going to just wait this one here out. It's too risky to assault it. So what we could do is come down here and attack Arlon, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to go to Holland and slowly siege these places down. Because taking Arlon won't give us enough war score to win, basically. I don't think. Despite it giving us a ticking war score. So yeah, the French Revolution's army is, what, 4 times bigger than the French army that I can see? Amazing. The German Revolution seems to have finished. That's fine. We should have a ticking war score against that. Good, good. Now, where can we go after this? Because he will not accept peace. He thinks it's an indecisive war. Let's go find his armies. Well, there's part of Burgundy's armies. Yeah. Let's go find his armies. Got a new Prince Archbishop in Holstein. If we go find his armies and we beat the shit out of them, well, well, there's another German revolt, so, you know, those Germans just keep on revolting, I guess. But anyway, we're going to go and destroy the Burgundian revolt's armies just to try and get us our war score, and there they are. Perfect. We may even be able to steal the siege out of them. They are evading us, but we'll see if we can steal a siege. A lot of internal warfare going on. No, we didn't really steal any decent siege there. They still had full morale. And we're going to catch this army. A lot of call to arms from people allied to the German. And yeah, outclassed, outnumbered. We owned them. You can't even put up a fight. And understandably, everything that I've done up to this point has been engineering it so people can't put up a fight. Still won't accept peace, so we'll chase him down. Because he's very close. Okay, and this siege up here is going just fine. Excuse me. No drama with them getting away from us. Oh, and we built that keep in Eppenstein, so that's good. That's increased our personal levies. Truce of Aquitaine has 60 days left on it. Army got wiped out. We've won that war. Thank you very much. Yep, okay, so now what? The Baroness of Montbéliard. Right. And it's in a matrilineal marriage with this guy. That's fine, just have children. We may have to assassinate this one. Maybe. Yeah, let's off this one. She's not part of our realm anyway, so let's just try and offer. And the French guy had something coming to him. I believe it was a claim on Chalons for Duke Orbizino, who doesn't like us, but that doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter because, well, we're just increasing our land. And he's kind of, you know, on the way out, I guess. He has a strong claim on the HRE. How did he get that? I guess because the HRE is elective, so there's claims all over the place. It's not a bad place. We could potentially assault it. We're slowly grinding down Vladingen. And Liege is under siege. Is that this place here? No, Liege is this one here. Ah, right. They were attacking it and going absolutely nowhere. They smuggled supplies in, so they got a little bit... They got another 12 days, basically. You know what? Fine. Have your 12 days. See how it gets you. See how it gets you. So you can see that a lot of these places have started to get fairly substantial garrisons in their citadels. And that's alright. It's supposed to happen. It's not a big concern. It's annoying, but because we have these rather nice self-reinforcing retinues, it's not a concern to us, it's just irritating. Okay, and I think that Truce of Aquitaine wore out, so we'll get on that in a moment. We may not get on it before the end of the episode. That's 10-15 minutes away, depending on, you know, how we go. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay, we took Vladingen and successfully imprisoned a whole bunch of people from the look of it. Yeah, a lot of imprisonments. So let's see, you're the heir to the Duchy of Holland. We don't actually have any war score from anybody that we just imprisoned. So we're just going to go through all the people that we imprisoned and ransom them off. Just get rid of all these people. Check the intrigue list. Here we are. Agnes, you've been imprisoned for 0 years. 26 gold. Wonderful. The Duke of Polotsk. Ah, yeah, I remember. That's our brother. Really? Okay. I didn't realize that we had somebody like that that did still pay for. Money is money. Yes, wonderful. We should have one more. Yep, good, that's for one. Anybody else open up there? This guy did. Wonderful. 46 more gold for us. That should enable us to buy something. I think. We'll see when it comes in. There it is. Anybody else sellable? Nope. We're definitely not going to sell Prince Andreas back to himself. That would be weird. So, let's see. We can't buy anything in Munchen, I know that. It's because it's really expensive. We're still building the castle town in Andex. Neither Bayern could get jousting lists. Nuremberg can get a keep. That's important. Done. Excuse me. Okay. So yeah, we're really just waiting out these wars. The Byzantine Burgundian war is going fine. For some reason, the Byzantine hasn't managed to take a hold of Starman yet, but he's getting close. We just don't have to involve ourselves. It's absolutely fine. Whew. Yeah, you know what? Let's just attack this place. Nice. And we're going to leave the bishopric alone because we take fair penalties, or not penalties, but casualties when attacking some places. Like that. This one, though, we're just going to finish off. Just get rid of that last little bit of annoying morale. Oh, good. We captured 2 children. They'll only ransom 1 back, so that's fine. Stop the murder plots. Do we have a better steward around yet? The Duke of Messian, I guess, but nah. We could hire this Jew. Now, the problem with hiring Jews as councillors isn't just that they don't like you. I mean, he's only got a 30-point opinion with us, so, you know, not great. It isn't just that he has that. It's alright with him being a steward. He's not that important. If he was a spy master, we'd never do it. You get events. You know what? We're going to do this. So he's got 45 for that particular thing, and we're going to set him to gathering money, of course. We're also going to fulfill his ambition here. So he wants to get married. So we're going to marry him to, say, the spy master of Verdun. Everybody's fine with that. It'll come back in 3 days. So we may get events related to... Come on, man, I fulfilled your ambition. Like me more. Asshole. Passau's keeps improved, so we're just going to improve the castle fortifications there. Anyway, the idea is that now we should get events based on him being a Jewish councillor, which should be beneficial for us. The problem now is that expelling the jury is bad. very bad. And not just because of a racist overtones or whatever. Turns out this assassination plot isn't going anywhere, so we'll cancel it. It's bad because, well, while we get positive events, which should basically be giving us, I'm not sure what the events are exactly because I've never hired a Jewish counselor, we should basically get free technology points. The negative events that you get from expelling the jury are the opposite of that. They take away tech points and things like that. So we'll just have to see how it goes. And besides, we don't really need to expel the jury anymore because we were just doing that to farm them for gold. I know. So unintentional. And we're fine for income now. Ah, excellent. Excellent. Yes, good. The Burgundian gave up. So now this guy. Ah, the old count must have died. Well, that's alright, because now, when Duchess Agatha here dies, we should get the Duchy of Upper Burgundy. And that will be good. Now, we do have a war with Aquitaine to deal with. And we also got the Barony of Arlon here, so I'm thinking we press our ducal claim on Breda. That seems logical to me. Okay, so let's get that war underway. And it's a war on Aquitaine. We lose 50 prestige. But that's fine. I don't like declaring war on my allies, but sometimes it just has to be done. Stop trying to murder people. We could also give this guy some gold just to, you know, up his opinion of us. That's what we'll do, actually. We despise him, by the way. Like, we absolutely despise him, but he likes us, so that's good enough. Wonderful. Yeah, we're going to attack this one as well. Yep, the Basilius won the war over here. He took Strymon. Good on him. Doing it Littlefinger style. Alright, and that should be giving us our ticking war score, so we'll just move on over to Charolais and see how we go. One thing to remember is that taking any of the Revolution's lands doesn't increase our war score. We can do it, but it has no point. Literally no point. This guy's complaining about his cell. Why do I have him imprisoned? Oh, because he's a war thing. Let him rot. He was a prisoner of war. That's a big army from Aquitaine. We're going to move to intercept it. Good thing I saw it. Now, Bourgogne has penalties from everywhere. Wow. We may not fight them in Bourgogne. We might be able to head them off. We'll just have to see. So we get into Chalons on the 7th. I mean, that being said, our other army could fight these guys, but they're here now, so let's unpause the game, subby, and just deal with them. This is also probably our better army, just due to the commanders. Good, they stopped moving. We don't have a penalty attacking down there from Chalon, so let's go for it. And we'll definitely hit them, and it's plains, which is good, because this guy, exceptional on plains. Wow, he actually has a really good commander. Nicholas de la Bisbal d'Ambora. Just a random courtier. Good on him. We still win. There's another army moving up to reinforce, but we're still going to win this. This flank is just... These ones are close. I mean, look at this. 14 to 16, 12 to 20. 12 to 20 is a bit less close than I'd like, but also we outnumber them by 1,000 men on each side. And this flank, we're almost double his military stuff. Also, he has a bonus against religious enemies and a penalty. He has a base penalty. This is how Holy Warrior works. Let's bring him up. This one here. So you get a base minus 10 penalty to damage against everybody, but you get plus 30% damage against religious enemies. So what's that? It's like a plus 20% against religious enemies and, you know, all up. But because we're not a religious enemy, because he's Catholic and we're Catholic, it's a minus 10, which is modified due to his martial stat, down to being minus 3. But it's still an issue for him. France has surrendered. Excellent, so now it's just Aquitaine. And of course the French Revolutionary War. Which is going to win. Come on. 43%, and we imprisoned Prince Albert of Aquitaine. And that's worth 50% war score because he is the heir. Let's chase these dudes down. Someone wants better, like, stuff. She can't be ransomed back, but I'll be merciful. Wow, that's a lot of plots. End them all. And we'll just... If you just want to end everything, just tick that box and then untick the box. Because it sends all the stuff out. And they should end them. Yeah, and you'll get messages about them. Normally, if you keep the box ticked, you won't get messages. It'll just end the damn things. Truce is expiring with the Grand Master of the Brotherhood of the Holy Sepulchre. It's fine. Sepulchre. Whatever. And we have a righteous imprisonment of Duke Otto of Pest because he is attempting to fabricate a claim on Hevs. We're just going to tell him to stop because we like that guy. And once again, we're ill. Ah, and we have 100% war score with Aquitaine. Done. Now, we are coming up to the end of the episode. Quite swiftly, actually, so let's just quickly deal with this. And I still think we're 3 years away from truces expiring with Italy. Yep. We could come back over here to the east. The French revolt is going to end fairly soon, I feel. It's this one here that we're worried about. 74% in favour. Just have a look at the French and see if that's the only war. It is. And as soon as that happens, we'll be redeclaring war on the French for Troy here. So let's get our armies up here to Saint-Ouen. Just to get in position, basically. And this army here will send them east to deal with these guys up here, and maybe some more of a below zero stuff. No, that guy won his war. But we'll send them up there to keep on subjugating basically these two places. And oh, we have a land border with Charishima. Or whatever that place is, so we could start holy warring our way through there. We're not... Actually, we are going to do that because a bit of that is Rus. Yeah, we get Yaroslavl and Vladimir, I think, from them. Or part of Vladimir. And then we could go for Bulgar. Yeah, okay. I know what we're doing. It's good. We'll get to that next episode. Because we're almost over time, even. So, as usual, if you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them below. I'd love to see them and help you out with your own games. However that may happen. If you liked the video, go ahead and give it a like. If you'd like to see more of this sort of thing, subscribe button's right down there as well. So go ahead and give that a nice little touch. But in the meantime, I've been Sub. You've been yourselves. Later.